It's the best cartoon on ITV, and you only see it on What's Up Doc. Here's a game that's enjoying a resurgence in popularity. Pinball, and this is Geoff Pinball Harvey from the Pinball Machine Company Limited. Welcome to What's Up Doc.
Hello, Andy.
Why is it becoming so popular again, Geoff?
Well, machines have become a lot brusher and brighter and more complex, and people are getting a bit bored of video games too.
Yes, I suppose they are. Well, I'm nowhere near a replay, so we'll just let this one pull out. Walk with me over here, because quick history lesson, please. Pinball. Where does it come from?
All started with a simple bagatelle ball that goes back a couple of hundred years,
like
really.
This one?
Something like this, yeah, indeed. In fact, the early ones, as you see, the complexity of the finger was used to launch the ball. How are we doing?
Flip the marble around.
Absolutely nothing. Well, let's have a go
then. So there's no bar or anything. You just plonk round. You go. Oh, you don't even do it. I didn't know that. Go on. So very simple. You could even make one of those at home, really, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
With a board and some nails.
A lot of the early pin tables were very similar and actually made by people in their backyards.
No, this is a bit more mechanical.
Absolutely. This is a little 1932 chap. As you see, again, very simple little game. And often prizes would be given for certain scores. 100 first go.
So you pop out the ball and then just... I can see the pinball principle coming along here.
Absolutely.
But still no electricity.
Not till late 30s, where if you come along here...
Sorry, Steve, we're busy at the minute.
Is this your machine?
It is indeed.
Is it old?
Extremely ancient.
Is it worth a lot of money?
A fortune.
Well, I think it's broken because it's not working. Look, there's nothing happening.
Steve.
Just can't get the staff now. No flippers on these.
That's pointless, wasting my time. I've got posts to round up.
So this is from the 1930s?
It is. I've got electricity, a little bit more happening, a few lights and stuff, but still no flippers or anything like that.
So just the same as the bagatelle. Ball around the top and then down, get your score and over. So when did the pinball table that we recognise come along?
In the 50s, it really began to change. And here we have a pin table that looks much more like the pin tables in the modern day.
Right.
Got flippers, bumpers, and you've got a few bells and a few more noises, a lot more features.
It's beginning to look like the game that we recognise now.
Absolutely.
And interestingly enough, if you're a pinball fan at the moment, you get 3 balls a game. In the 1950s, you got 5, and it was considerably cheaper.
I know, that's inflation for you, really, isn't it?
Are they all the same angle? Did all the manufacturers have the same angle on their pinball
Well, each
table?
machine tends to have its ideal angle. A lot of it just mucking around to make it nice and fast.
And once you've got
Not
it
too
sussed,
difficult.
you can get mega scores, and you can get massive scores. I know you can. OK, that's the 50s. What about the 70s?
Well, during the 60s and 70s, the machines got a lot more complicated. And in fact, by the time we get to the 70s...
Right. Let's have a look inside then.
Here is all its internal workings.
Yeah.
This is... Basically, this is all resetting and stuff.
Right.
And once it's got back to zero, everything starts working. Like that. You've got flippers like that.
These are the flippers here,
Absolutely.
these
The bumpers. You've got all this sort of stuff. So lots and lots happening. But
it is electronic, but it's still quite mechanical, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically actually mechanical. It uses lots of motors and relays. And when in the late 70s, the microchip and computers came out, then we got people like this sort of machine, the Bride of Pinball, which is very much state-of-the-art.
So we're getting digital readouts, and it's all electronic, and there's lights.
Absolutely, lots of lights. It speaks to you and everything, yeah.
If you wanted one of these in your bedroom, how much would it set you back?
And new machines are very expensive, going to several thousand. But you can buy second-hand ones a lot cheaper.
All right, so it's about £3,000 or £4,000.
Something like this, yes, indeed.
No, well, there's no chance of me having one in the house, even though if Caroline would let me have one in the first place, which is no chance at all. The next stage, obviously, after pinball tables was the recent innovation. We've got the computer simulations now. There's lots of those knocking about. Oh, right. Have you played any of those?
It's rather against my religion, actually, yes, indeed. No, I haven't as yet.
There's a new one out that hasn't even been released yet. It'll be released in February, and I've got it on my Super Nintendo knocking about. You fancy playing that a little later on?
Let's have a go at that.
All right, we'll see what your opinion is later of the pinball computer ones, but for now, can I have a go on this?
Please do.
Thank you, Geoff.